少し待っていただけますか？
なあ、聞いたことあるかい？放浪竜に変わったやつがいる。
律令呪言。
役割
隙を見せるのはほんの一瞬だ。
痛くしちゃうかも。
直律令はっはっや
渚のリン。
全部丸見えね。知識をあなたにも。
呪言直律令来光意と美しきかな。直律直
しっかり立ってな。邪魔をするな。
ほっいやふんはっいやふんふんふん。
役割
律令直呪言。
渚のリン。
兵器神速ふん。痛いから我慢しろよ。いやふんはいやたはいやた。
しっかり立ってな。
手をつなぎましょう。
律令呪言振動の権限。直律令
おとなしくしな。
はいやいやはっふんはっは隙を見せるのはほんの一瞬だ。いや
Oh, cool. She actually is on set. I forgot. I forgot I got her. Actually, no. I guess I remember. I remember I got. She kept getting some really good flowers. Oh, whoops! I didn't want to match, but it insta-queued, so.
Yeah. Yeah.
Full hog on DPS. We'll see how this goes. Oh, wow, that's pretty good. Not amazing, but still pretty good.
影を打つ。
期待に応えられなかった。
それ潔白を証明するとき。射撃順。争点。
消えろ。
行け。邪悪を借り撃つ。
急がない。全部見えね。
無能。
逃がさない。
それ
知識はあなたに
影を打つ。悪を極め影を借り尽くす。それ争点。
無駄だ。
健康よ。世の乱れを切り尽くせ。行くわよ。
潔白を証明するとき。射撃順。
我が剣よ、影に従え。
西洋鍋。
That was fucking annoying. That was so bad. Like I run in and then I get spanked by the guy who's already rounded up his shit.
世の乱れを切り尽くせ。ぼーっとしてたらダメ。
See, he probably didn't have enough resin for that final one, but still stayed and joined and did it. That was nice of him. Yeah, I need to restock on my.
But it doesn't seem like that long of a time period. It feels like it's only a couple of months at the most.
I mean, I wasn't intended to do that. It's not that I'm against. It's not like I'm against actually doing these with people. It's just that because there are so many domains, because there's so much shit, the odds of actually like getting enough people is tough. And then of course getting enough people who actually know what the fuck they're doing is also, hit or miss. Which is, it's fine. So that turned out pretty well. We were all DPS. We still did well. Actually, surprising that they chose Zhao simply because he's kind of annoying to play with. Because he loses health when his burst is up, and his burst being up is like his main source of damage. His burst is his damage. So like, whatever. But Kachin. Oh yeah, because I haven't redeemed my things for the tokens. There we go. Let's do shit. Give me my shit. So yeah, that was a lot more fun. I mean, that's like, so I got a lot of traction on one of my videos where I rage out on one of my weeklies, right? So I get a guy who's just like, actually I get a string of people who kind of suck, or not really suck exactly, but like choose very poorly who you're going to be in the co-op theme. And the idea is that like you're doing this co-op, right? Like don't be a dick about it. Like try to not be completely stupid. Try to choose party members that work well with everybody, right? Like it's like when you see a bunch of people like, oh look, they're going to be a bunch of Dendro people. Oh, like this team? Yeah, this team it's not supposed to make sense. If you look at if you look at what I call it down in the bottom right or bottom left, I mean, it's my friendship team. It's because Navia and Emil, being the newest characters I've gotten, uh, don't have max friendship, so they are in this party to do dailies with and to accept dailies. Raiden and Yelan are essentially the hard carries. Raiden and Yelan by themselves can do any of like the dailies out and about. Yeah, so they're not there for actual damage. They're just there for just to soak up the stuff. And then like Navia is pretty strong, and I actually like Emil. So they are not terrible. In fact, like Emily works pretty well. Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, that's just not gonna happen. But the synergies between Emily and Raiden is pretty cool. Raiden does her electro, so I'm getting a bunch of aggravate, so that's kind of nice. And then Yula and Raiden obviously work, but well, Navia, I don't know, it's fine, I guess. Not amazing. Navia kind of works best in an extra Geo team. This is the team I made around Emily. Although I did see an interesting party comp with the Mulani, the new Water 5-star from Natlan, where they actually bring Dea in. They did bring Dea and Nahida to do burning, and then have Emily on the field to do extra damage, and then Mulani there. So while Nahida and Dea are keeping burning up, so there's pyro, Mulani can come in for their huge vaporized damage, and Emily just keeps on does some extra shit. But yeah, like this is purely for friendship. So that it's the kind of thing like I'll choose other team party comps, and if it's like, oh, I need to beat an elite boss, I'll beat elite boss as whatever party I feel like, and then swap to my friendship team to accept it, spend the resin, because they get the companionship experience. Like this one doesn't really make much sense either. This is my exploration team. So Ganyu is just there to kill everything in the overworld. Eula's there to break rocks. Zhongli's there to break lots of rocks, and Jean's there to look hot and heal. But then I have like my Mono Geo team that I've done for fun. When I got Chiori, I'm like, yeah, let's try to make a Mono Geo team work, and I've actually had a lot of fun with this. It's actually surprisingly good. Like actually, I can show you. Yeah, and I got Jean's Echo too, so she has her particle effect. And I got our summer outfit from ages ago too. Yeah, I really like that. I've liked Jean as a character for a long time. I think I'm kind of torn between who I should get next. It's either going to be between Kirara or Chi-Chi. Well, it's because they just introduced it. Like last month was the first time. You only get it through this. And so they only just introduced these things last or this patch, I guess. But last month was the last one you could do. So I'll probably get and then Jeans. So I was thinking either between Chi-Chi's or Kirara's. Yeah, I haven't done this month's one yet. Yeah, the problem is these characters are not used heavily by people, so it's like you're unlikely to see particle effects just because like no one's ever using them. Like I rarely use my Chi-Chi. My Ningguang I'm using now because I have my Mono Geo team. But like the problem is that the particle effect looks nice on her in her original outfit, but I don't like her. I mean, I prefer her. I prefer her other outfit. She looks much hotter in this one. But if I'm in this outfit, it doesn't really match the particle effect. I guess I could. But like, I don't know. They're not great team members in general. Like, yeah, I could. Like, Jean at least is useful. Like, Jean at least has a purpose as a healer. And actually, my Jean is like stacked. Like as a non-healer, I have a. I could probably do better crit rate, but 50% crit rate, 160 crit damage, and my physical damage is almost 100%. I almost have 100% physical damage, and I have her with the gladiator set, so it increases her normal attack damage as well. So she's just stacked for offense. I hear people when they were getting the Echoes had tough times doing their fights. I actually didn't have a huge hard time with my Jean because they probably designed it for a healer, assuming you're going to be healer Jean. So they're like, oh, let's not make it too hard. But like my Jean was stacked for offense, so it's like, yeah, I had no problem. But yeah, I have my Mono Geo. I was trying to make a team around Dea, and then Emily came around. So I'm like, yeah, sure, that's I'll try that. And then I don't know. I just thought I'd use Klee as well as another extra fire character, just because I don't use. I mean, she's good depending on what you use her in. Obviously, with Fury, when Furina came into existence, um, Jean got her stonks went up a little bit because Jean has that party-wide heal, which is great for bumping up Furina stacks. Yeah, I mean, I think her burst heal is fine. You just have to really like screw around with her energy recharge so she has it up all the time. Because yeah, like even though I have her stacked at like 2300 attack, which is pretty decent, like that's what you kind of have for it. Yeah, like Chi-Chi's skill, and that's the thing, Chi-Chi's skill and burst heal kind of by putting the mark on, whereas Jean only heals through her burst, so you have to have her burst up, and then you can heal with her auto attacks, but even with her with good attack, she still doesn't heal that much. Like her auto attacks are not that much, and she has to stay on the field for way too long to do that. And her burst, or her skill doesn't heal at all. Noelle is actually surprisingly good too. I've been using her in my Mono Geo team, and she really heals very, very well. I imagine. Bennett. Speaking of, so it was there. There's my Bennett. Level 20 amongst a pile of 90s. He's not the only low level one. I'm still in the process of leveling up her. Sethos I was leveling, but then I got other characters, so I was focusing on them first. So Emily will be next. I should focus more on her. I even leveled Amber as a joke. She was actually in the naughty corner with I mean, you could be if you were free to play, but I've also been playing the game since the game came out. Like if we look at my... Yeah, Amber joined the party at 9/28/2020. So I've been playing the game for 4 years, so it's not surprising that, you know, you will. I mean, I do buy the I do like, yeah, like I like to level up all people. It sucks if you're free to play and you're starting like you're new to the game. Then yeah, leveling up everyone will screw you over. It's best to get like a good party set up, and then once you have them stacked and you're like, okay, cool, this team is amazing. Then you can like, okay, cool, like what's next team I want to make, and then you slowly start leveling. And I will like I do buy the battle pass, so I've bought the battle pass every patch since the game came out, which just gives you a lot of extra materials. So it's not surprising that it depends. Like it depends what you're trying to do. I know that some people try to rush it, and I mean it's not like it will like actually screw you over, but like I hate these guys. Shit.
次死の風格に気をつけます。
My attack's 5,571. Yeah, my Noel gets super, super, super strong. Yeah,
無駄
Chi
な
Chi is
熱
super is
を
really
使うか
helpful.
しら
I hate the sweeping
さような
attacks.
ら
任せてください。メイドの礼
But
儀
yeah,
に
like
気をつけま
one,
す。
two, like that's 2 hits, 3 hits, 4 hits. Ningguang's fully healed.
創世の術せ
取るに足らないわ降参しなさい諦めなさい
That was stupid. Yeah, whatever. Not much, not amazing. I really should build her better. Like 1600 attack is kind of shit. I gave her. I think this is the battle pass weapon. I think you got this from the battle pass. Her set's kind of shit too. I don't really. She doesn't really have an amazing set for her. Like Archaic Petra is kind of shit because it kind of relies on you getting crystallizes, and I'm only using a mono geotine. So I don't have her the best pieces. They're not like terrible, but like she's not amazing either. I mean, 64% crit rate, it's 169 crit damage. It's not crazy. It's not bad exactly. But her attack's a little low. I don't like the fact that her attack is that low. I mean, it's just for the two piece. So it's the two piece attack, two piece geo. It could be anything. And then this is just since I'm not going on set. She came from a time when there wasn't really a good. There's not really a great set for her. Yeah, I mean, like even the most people, this is her. Yeah, like, and that's exactly what I have. You see that. I mean, the one thing that's used most by her is exactly what I have on her. Gladiator Finale, Archaic Petra. I mean, it depends on what you want to do with her. Do you mean like a set that works well with her, or do you mean a set that just stylistically looks cool on her? Because like the Archaic Petra set doesn't really work for her because the whole bonus behind this is getting crystallizes, and I'm only using her in the mono geo teams, so I'm not going to reliably get crystallized. So that's kind of shit. Uh, you could say, oh well, noblesse then, right? You could go, oh, you want to go noblesse, so you'd increase her burst damage and increase the attack. I could, but like farming it doesn't suck as much as it does nowadays. Um, um, sure, I could do that. I mean, I don't know. It's been a while. Is there a new set for her? Is there a new best set for her? I also haven't been like focusing too much on her. Perhaps. I don't know. I've forgotten. Is it like a new set or like one of the old artifact set? Because I haven't farmed old artifacts ones in a while. Uh, it's not this one. That's Electro. It's Pyro. That's the gold. Oh, that one. I don't even think that one's the best for her. Let's see. What was the set do again? I mean, even Navia doesn't have it. Oh, I kinda, but not really. Not really. I mean, technically, yeah, sure. It's 5% more geo damage, I guess. Um, but it's also the kind of thing where I'd have to get better set. Even my Navia doesn't have that set because it's such a pain in the ass to farm artifact sets. So that's what my Navia has. Just all attack, baby, because I can get her 56 crit rate, 200% crit damage. I mean, yeah, I see that. It's like once I use my skill, I get 20%. 20% is obviously better than 15%. Yeah, crystallize would obviously be a bonus. It would increase that percentage. Um, But yeah, it would be better. But the problem is I have to farm a completely new set. And if I was going to farm that set, it would be for Navia first. And I have been trying, or actually haven't been trying. Maybe not. I think maybe I might have been farming more for. Oh yeah, or hey, was I farming for Emily's set? Oh yeah, yeah, I was farming for her set. That was the whole thing. I got Emily, so I was building up Clorind. It was actually pretty good. 80%, almost 80% crit rate. One 180 crit, 80% crit rate, 180 crit damage with 2200 attack. Could be better, obviously. Some some shit rolls. Yeah, it's the kind of thing where it's like she has a decent enough set, and the problem is like you think, yes, on paper that 5% obviously is better, regardless without the crystallizing. Yeah, it's better, but the problem comes from the fact that I have her with a set, and so now I would have to find something that beats what I currently have. So like this has it's a crit damage hat with 10% crit rate. Like that's fucking hard to get. Like it's hard to roll. It's hard to get crit rate on a crit damage hat and then have it roll into crit rate. Like, I mean, still only 2 rolls, so it's not amazing. Two out of 5 rolls, but like, not bad. This, it only rolled crit damage and two attack percents, 3 crit damage. Could be better, obviously, more crit damage, but also has crit rate as a base substat. Like, this one's dog shit. This one's just crap. Yeah, her attack is kind of shit. This, oh yeah, like yeah, like well, I mean, it has flat attack, which is obviously not. I mean, yeah, the HP and energy recharge don't really need, but still, like it's such a pain in the ass to get crit rate on a crit damage hat and vice versa, and then have it actually roll into it. And Geo, that's pretty sweet. This one's just dog shit. I could probably do better. Well, not probably. I could definitely do better. Like what? Just one roll into crit rate. Just having crit rate and crit damage and one roll into it. This is crap. So this is kind of crap too. Actually, yeah, these are kind of crap. This one's kind of nice. 11% crit rate. Yeah, the defense percent's kind of shit. Generally, it's kind of like she's been kind of getting my leftovers of other people. I mean, 11% crit rate is good though, and she's low on crit. Well, it's not even that. Like, I can't even do that. Natlan's coming out in a week, and I'm definitely getting Milani. So I'm gonna farm Milani's one next. Because like, I have nothing. I mean, she's an HP scaler, so I could. I don't even have any good HP scaling shit too. Like that's the tough thing. I don't have any good pieces. I think I've already like two-pieced a bunch of. That's a shame. That's could roll well, but probably not. Yeah, I've been running this domain a few times, and one, it's kind of a pain in the ass to do. How they are just so stupid. Oh, that's fucking bullshit. The fact that they just... I really just dislike how these guys' shield completely protects them from everything. Like, their shield just protects them. They just take literally no damage. And the problem is, too, is that when they have the shield, because they're taking no damage, they don't get affected by all their shit. Which actually makes this dungeon not amazing for these guys. Because when they're shielded with their geo shields, both the big guys and the mid-turtles, they don't take any damage from Albedo's or Chiori's effects. But because they're geo, they take extra damage from geo. But yeah, like right now, I kind of want to build Emily because Emily will make my Dea actually kind of useful. That's why I'm kind of like focused on this dungeon. And then of course like the bonus effect is like Arlecchino is another example. Like I got Clorinda a pretty good set. Like I got her decked out because like this is the only set that's really good for her. Arlecchino is kind of fine with the Gladiator set, surprisingly. It's obviously worse than the that Bond of Life one, but it's only like 5% worse. And like I got pretty good stats on her. You know, 67% crit rate, 221 crit damage with energy. A little bit of energy recharge is not terrible considering like how much she needs her burst. And I had some pretty good stats rolls on this, like mostly crit damage, just a flat HP. Like this is kind of crap, but it's hard to get a pyro. I just don't have many good pyro goblets. And the fact, like, there was another pyro goblet I had, but yeah, it's not even that it's easy to farm, but like because I've played the game so much time, like because I've been playing for 4 years, I just have a shitload of them. Same for like Wanderer's Troop. Like once I get past all the, like, now here's all my Wanderer's Troop, and here's all the gladiators I have. Like I just have a shitload because like all the elite bosses I'm fighting just gets me tons and tons of them. Like all the weekly bosses get me them, all the elite bosses get me them. I'm just, yeah, that's what I could just do this team. Like Zhongli just is ridiculously good against these guys too for the shield. This is my generally good against everything team. Like everyone obviously like physical sucks in this game. Like no physical is not really good at anything. It's kind of like a jack of all trades type thing where it's like it's good, it's okay against every enemy, but never excels against any enemy for the most part. But it is also the fact that because it's good against everything, like no matter what enemy I'm fighting, Eula can still be used for the most part. Like that's why this is just a generally good exploration team. Plus, Eula is like ridiculously hot. Eula is super hot. Ganyu is really cute. Jean's super hot too. And then Zhongli is just there as a shield. Yeah, I mean, some of my favorite characters are all cryo, like Eula, Ganyu. Actually, no, and Ayaka. Ayaka's well in this outfit. She's cute. Charlotte's kind of cute too. And Rosario is pretty hot, but I don't know. I guess maybe I like all. Maybe I have. Like, yeah, obviously Clarin's super hot. Yeah, Miko, Raiden. Ching's cute. Irina's nice. I like Neela's new outfit. Arlecchino's super hot. Yeah, I'm super hot. But I like blue. Blue's my favorite color, so that's why like Hydro and Cryo all have like their blue hair. But yeah, I think Ganyu's probably my favorite character. Like the game became so much easier once I got Ganyu. In like January of 2021, because like she just destroys things in the open world. Like her charge attack is ridiculously awesome. The fact that she made, yeah, and that's why I liked her new outfit too, is that she has, like her old outfit was fine, but like this is just so much more bluer, and her hair looks really cute tied up like that. Yeah, yeah, I have a Nilo team.
わめきなさい。
Oh,
よっ。
okay, I can't do it from in here. But... Yeah, I think oh, that's my last condensed resin anyway, so I gotta pop out. Yeah, like this one just has an easy time. Let's see, healing bonus. That's shit. I really actually need a Sands from this set, like an attack Sands from this set. That's what my Emily really needs, but I cannot get that set to save my life. Eh, I'm not super worried about that. Realistically, yeah, but it's just kind of too much of a pain in the ass to do that. It's fine for like um, the overworld where it's like, yeah, doing dailies, like you want to make sure you're doing your dailies as them because whenever you complete the daily is when you immediately get the companionship experience. But if you have to force that for these dungeons, it just is kind of annoying, especially because like my current friendship team, I could, but the problem is for the problem is my here we go. The problem is like her most of her damage comes from when the enemy's burning, which you'll never get with it with a hyper bloom team. And she doesn't. I mean, she's good for like off-field dendro application, but you also need a shitload of Yeah, I do. I could use Furina instead of Yolan, but I try to balance stuff. I have Furina in my freeze team. So I could do Furina instead of Yolan. I don't really have huge issues maintaining Hydro application because Nilo keeps her little field up all the time. And I try to make a team around Hazo, but I don't know. I like Hazo's playstyle, but like God, this team feels like weak as hell. And maybe it's because I haven't like built them properly or built them like I didn't really focus too much on Kaya and Zhengling because I had better characters, and so I just kind of started trying to get them built properly, but. Yeah, the team feels weak as shit. Hazo just doesn't do enough damage. Doesn't do a skill often enough. The skill just feels too long. And then I got Tignari in the standard banner, so I thought I'd try a team around him because I did like his charge shot. That was kind of fun. It was just, I think the resonance was just stamina, right? Oh, I see. Skill. Yeah, I forgot about that. Skills cooldown. 5% is nothing. No, he's. I mean, I don't really need. I do have two elements. I have Kaya and Zhangling will have Cryo and Pyro. So I have two elements to swirl with. I'm fine on that. And every attack that Hazo does that swirls. The problem is just that his damage just is weak. It takes. I think I don't have it properly balanced for energy recharge. So there's a kind of obviously there's a difference. Kaya I think has a 60 energy cost. Zhangling has an 80. So trying to keep them balanced and be able to have their burst off cooldown is tough for Zhang Ling because she's so energy hungry. And then Hazo, I don't know. I tried. I was fighting against. I was trying to use that team in against these guys, which probably is not the best. Probably not the best combination. Like probably not the best boss to actually fight him against. But I needed it for Navi, I think. No, oh no, or Clorinde. Someone needed it. Someone needed to fight those guys again. So I was like, fuck it, I'll just give my Hazo team a shot. And they were still able to do it, but yeah, it just took way longer. And like, I do understand like when I say way longer, like I was comparing it to like my Arlecchino team. My Arlecchino team absolutely destroys that boss. So everything feels super slow compared to that. Like and also my Kaching team. My Kaching team would beat the boss relatively fast. Arlecchino would do it even faster. And so like having Hazo, it felt like it was like taking like twice as long. But these guys aren't like the best ones to do too, because like it extends the duration of the fight simply because I have two cryo users, and this guy puts on a cryo shield if you take too long. I forget which one. Do they both do a cryo shield?
これこの瞬間お前霧を払ってとせいくらえとたいいのかよ
諸行無常聞きたまえここにて命ずる
おとなしくしやがれ風邪ひくなおいおい
The fuck? See, like, look at that. 10,000, 10,000 for his thing? That's fucking nothing.
こいつはどうだくそおっすまんすまん
戻れ
霧を払ってせいこれお前風邪ひくなよおとなしくしやがれ
センスを開け権限せよ行けはっ料理の時間だよ
Yeah, so the idea is that you, like, and maybe this is just a bad party matchup, and maybe I just haven't built like shit. Like, you know, I mean, maybe I should give him more. I mean, see, 1900 attack is not terrible for that much elemental mastery, but his crit rate is shit. Because I think, oh yeah, I still have him in Viridescent too. He has EM, but yeah, I mean, obviously I have EM for the hat. I could probably swap out the hat for a crit rate one. Because it could be that his damage sucks because he's not critting enough. But yeah, crit rate, crit damage is kind of shit because I gave him EM. Because he's going to be swirling all the time. And these guys are not terrible. Yeah, maybe I just don't have him built correctly. I don't have a good... Gave him the Mappa Mare. Chronicles. Chronicles. Oh, you mean... Chronicle isn't Thrilling Tales of the Dragon Slayer? It's a Chronicle. Who's a Chronicle? Oh, that's what it is? It says Wine and Song. Oh, I see. For energy recharge. I mean, I initially thought because he's a Animo user, like maybe there's a better artifact set for him. Pretty much every single like Animo user used this, so I was like, okay, let's build his Elemental Mastery. And I also was trying to use like, I mean, he has a bunch of 4-star characters that I don't have built specifically for this, so maybe that's it. Like maybe if I had my Kai and Zhengling. I would say it's a work in progress at the moment. And then I have my meme Aloy team. I haven't even built Aloy, but I thought I'd build the team just for her, just for shits and giggles. Try to see if I can make her good. Along with my meme Aloy team is my meme Amber team. I built Amber as a joke. Yeah, I mean, she's not like terrible. I guess the only issue is that because she'll never ever get Constellation. So despite being be considered a 5-star, I don't think she has the 5-star stats and then her skills like just don't really like line up really well. I haven't built her at all, but like her skills, like her whole point is it seems like she's supposed to be doing her auto attacks. Like she gets some stacks when she does her autos. I think that was it, right? The opponent's attacks. Yeah, like it increases her normal. So you're supposed to do her skill, then doing her auto attacks. So like she's kind of an on-field damage, which is like it's kind of like weird. She's in a weird place, and then there's this just big ice nuke. So it's like, yeah. So if I built her properly, like right now she's I don't even know what she has. What artifact? Jesus Christ. No. Those are my meme teams. So my meme teams look like shit because they are like. So like this was just for shits and giggles, and I chose like Kaya and Zhengling and even Chi-Chi because I was like, oh, I'm gonna make a Hazo team. Let's use characters I don't use that much, and not surprisingly, the characters I use less frequently are 4-stars. So for Amber as well, I was like, let's use characters. I mean, actually, I also think stylistically this makes a fun, interesting team because Amber and Collei know each other like in game. Fischl's also Knights of Favonius. And Diona's also from Mondstadt, and all 4 of them are bow users. So I thought that would be a fun team to try. But then there's my Arlecchino team. Yeah, I just don't use her that much. I just haven't really built her. My Arlecchino team, so you land an Arlecchino, fucking destroy. Xingqiu and Toma are really good in that. This is my general run around. This is probably what I'll use to explore Natland, although maybe not. Maybe. Yeah, well, Diona's kind of tough. I don't like the fact that her shield is not 100% uptime. Like the fact that her shield will always fall off before you can do it again, unless you have the sacrificial bow, which I do have. But yeah, it's just I don't like shields that fall off. Layla is a little better, but she has perfect uptime where her shield falls off immediately. It's like she keeps her shield on for 10 seconds, 10 to 12 seconds, and then it falls off, and then you immediately have to swap back to her. But yeah, Arlecchino's. Oh yeah, like I can show you like, so that as you saw, that was a pain in the ass when I did it normal. Yeah, I really like Layla. She's a good cryo applicator too. So I like her shield. I think I even gave her the. Yeah, so she has 34,000 health. So she is stacked. I gave her the Jade Cutter. I actually gave her the 4-piece. That's dumb of me. That's not a great 4-piece. Why do I give her that? I should swap her out to 2-piece, 2-piece for HP. Because I was trying to make her shield as stacked as possible. I don't have Neuvillette. Pretty much, I don't have most male 5-star characters. And there's some, yeah, like Seguin's just too weird. I just didn't forward her, but yeah, like no male. Oh look, it's a guy. Nope. No guys. And the only reason I got Kazuha is because of how ridiculously useful he is. But yeah, like with using Hazo against these guys took like forever. But then I'll probably do it in like 30 seconds or less with Arlecchino. Yeah, there we go. So, like, obviously, when you play with Hazo, and you compare the kill time versus a team like this, it falls very much flat by comparison. But yeah, so I like it. And like the 4 stars are still. I mean, Xingqiu is always useful. I found Toma is actually really helpful. I have a Hu Tao team also that uses him. My Hu Tao team uses Toma because Toma's really good if you need a shield without healing. So because Arlecchino can't heal herself, there's no real point in having a healer. Just having a person who can shield is good enough. And then Toma is good at that. And same for Hu Tao. It's like you don't want to heal her too much. That's why I also have Xingqiu with her because it provides a little bit of healing, but not so much that she'll actually top off and get above 50%. So, but yeah, and then this team I really like too. The problem is my Chi-Chi's heals too much. And ideally you want to keep your Hu Tao at 50% HP or less at all times. Because then you get that attack percent bonus. See, you can see that little buff. So I think... oh yeah, and it goes with the Staff of Homa too. So not only... let's see. I could do that. I could do... the main reason I want to double Hydro is just to make sure I'm vaporizing all the time. Because, Gillian would probably be enough. I could probably swap out Xingqiu for someone else. But I do like having a healer. Like, if my health is a little bit low, I can just have Xingqiu pop out his swords to heal, any character who might be low on health if I'm out and about. Yeah. Well, the problem with Fiorina, I don't like Fiorina because she's constantly drains health from everyone, and then you really need a team. You need a healer, which just doesn't work well with Arlecchino. So essentially, if I was like, oh, I'm going to replace Xingqiu with Fiorina, and then Toma would have to be replaced by an actual healer, and I don't think there are any pyro healers, so I would lose my fire resonance. So yeah, Fiorina just doesn't work well. I mean, obviously Fiorina works well. Yeah, it's not a huge heal, but it's a little bit of a heal. And a damage reduction when the swords are up too. Yeah, Fiorina, with Fiorina, it's she has great Hydro application. She's one of the best Hydro applicators. And her bonus is great. But the problem is that once you've drained everyone in your party's health, well, I mean, Arlecchino's on the front line. She'll take damage, but luckily her burst will do it, and most of these guys are only on the field barely any time. But it's if Arlecchino doesn't have her burst up, and she has no bond of life, if I'm exploring in the world with her, then I could do it. But yeah, Hu Tao has that attack of 2,000, and I think she gets pyro damage too. It's one of her talents. Increase pyro damage when she's below health. Yeah, so pyro is increased by 33%. Hu Tao and Fiorina would be fine, because that would keep her low health. But the biggest issue with Fiorina is that Fiorina really, really benefits from having a good healer. So right now with her... Wait, what's her fire? Yeah, so pyro damage is at 94% with attack at 2,000. If I heal her up... her attack will go down, and she'll lose that fire damage. So Fiorina and Hu Tao would work because Fiorina's skill would apply Hydro. I think that's still a little too high. And yeah, Kazuha is just good for the resistant shred. You resist shred on the fire. If you can get him to swirl fire, then boom, now Hu Tao will be doing even more damage. So we get her topped off again. I'll see how much it drops. Okay, there we go. So yeah, she lost 400 attack, and yeah, 33%. Yeah. So she lost. So when she's above that, then she's just too much. And now with her with the buff, with her skill up, and being below 50% health, she now has 4,200 attack, 102% pyro damage. It's yeah. But yeah, like the problem with Fiorina is that she really needs a healer. She needs someone to heal everybody and like the entire party, or else she can't get stacks herself. Yeah, that's kind of funny. I mean, like Hu Tao, like even if she's above, even if you like consistently keep her at 100% health, like it's not like when she does her skill, she still does it still boosts her attack by a shitload, even if she can't keep her. Yeah, it's kind of tough. It depends on if you can get her constellations up, so that you can have a charge attack at no stamina cost. Oh, I see. It's no stamina cost when she's after her skill up. See, no stamina cost. But yeah, I do notice her charge goes too far. I don't like the fact of how far her charge attack goes. Like she goes all the way across there, and usually that's too far away. So like if an enemy's right in front of you, which is kind of what happens for most of the time when you're actually fighting enemies, they'll be like right in front of you, and you'll be attacking them. And then you blast so far away that you're like, shit, too far away. Now I have to run after them and get back to them. So yeah, like I think Hu Tao is a little clunky in that regard. Yeah, but I hate that. I hate the concept of doing that. I hate that idea. It's the same thing for Klee too. Klee has that, and like Hu Tao is much better than Klee, but Klee had that whole thing where you're supposed to you're supposed to dash cancel. Same for the Klee thing where you're supposed to like do a charge attack. Or, I think Eula has a. I think there's a few characters that have like certain spots where you're supposed to be like, oh, okay, you're supposed to do the first 3 attacks and then stop because the last one is super long, or dash cancel essentially out of this and that. I just dislike that as a concept. I don't like sure, people have found a way to make it work, but I think that's just bad design. Like, yeah, maybe people made it work, but like still that still sucks. No one wants that shit. I I've been playing from the very beginning. I got Klee because I wanted someone to do this talent domain, because this talent domain was a humongous piece of shit and it really sucked so much. Because everyone, it was cryo slimes and then cryo abyss mages, humongous pain in the ass. So I got Klee, thinking cool, that'll make it easy. But the problem is, back in the before they made the change, they would also drop icicles, which drain stamina, and Klee uses so much stamina. Like her big thing is her charge attack. Her charge attack has the best multipliers, but it drains stamina. And then because her range is so ridiculously short, she's constantly having dashing around in that thing. So I got Hu Tao as a replacement, and Hu Tao was better, but she was still kind of rough in that domain because she still used stamina and stuff. And then I got Yoimiya, and Yoimiya was really good. I really like Yoimiya in that. Actually, and now Arlecchino in that domain is ridiculously amazing. And then they also changed the domain too. But yeah, actually, Navia, I really like Navia. Like I haven't built her too properly. I mean, she's not super unbuilt. Like 2600 attack with a decent crit rate, crit damage. Yeah, she's built enough, but she doesn't have her own artifact set, simply because how much of a pain in the ass it is to farm. But actually, is that domain still up? Yeah, in this domain. I think in 2 of them, at the last 2 I used Navia. I mean, not this one. This one looks like I sucked in. But I think some of these I chose like a Navia team. I did Navia, Chiori. I forget who it was. Yeah, I think it was. I can't. My artifact luck has been kind of shit. Generally, it just sucks when you want something specific, and then of course when you want something specific, that's when you never get it. Burn down this place. I haven't really farmed Fiorinas that much. I don't even think she has her own set. Oh no, I didn't. I only got her the 2-piece. I think I tried to farm her set, but it was just crap. Like, Jesus Christ, that's dog shit. That's fine, kinda. Not really. God, no crit rate rolls. That's unfortunate. I think I farmed it enough where I got some decent shit for my Nahida. Look at that. My Nahida has 800 elemental mastery. It's not like the best. Obviously, you want 1,000. That 1,000 is where it caps out. But 800 is still pretty sweet. Like, I got an on-set Dendro Goblet. Like, that's such a... It's so rare to get an on-set element of what you want. Even though, I mean, obviously this is trash. Like, those subsets are dog shit. Like... Well, I mean, like 1,000 is where the cap is. If anything above 1,000 is useless. So, like, actually... Yeah, crit rate is not amazing. So I guess this is still pretty good substats. I could obviously replace that with something else, but elemental mastery and just one roll into flat defense, and then I guess 2 kind of bad rolls, like 1 crit damage. So I must have started with 3 stats. Oh, really? Where is it? Is it in Fontaine? Now my Raiden is cracked. She almost has 300% energy recharge. 298.4. I assume you mean this one, right? Time to burn it with Clee! Burn! Everything burn! But yeah, I really like... I mean, Raiden's just slowly been getting better and better. Oh, I see this one. Yeah, let's see. Raiden... So, like, out of party, she has 1,600 attack. 1,600 attack and 46% energy recharge. But if I bring her back in the party... Right, 46% electro damage. Because of her weapon and bonuses. Her 1,600 attack is now 2,200 attack. And her electro damage went from like 46 to 126. So she gets 80% more crit electro damage. Like over here. Let's do it. Yep. Oh, that. Yeah. Oh yeah. So I'm looking forward to Natlan. Oh, like down there? Up. Oh wow. Yeah, see, like 1,000 gets you the most possible damage for her. Across this gap and then shit. And the wall here. Oh, I see. Is it? Let me guess. Is it a wall where like you can see up their dress or something because of how they don't like is able to bypass like the blurry or something? I don't know. I think it's. I don't see any up on the wall unless it's up there maybe. I don't even see. Dum-dee-dum-dum. But yeah, I like my Navi. Like, I was actually surprised by how good because I hadn't like. I mean, obviously, I've used Navia in this team, which is obviously shit because this is my friendship team, so it's not designed for an actually good Navia. But again, using Navia and Chiori was a really good combination. Hey, look, there's people. Oh, is this a way to get me stuck? Is that how to break the game? I've broken the game now. In the gap. Come on, keep going. Yeah. I guess I've been slacking off. I really should. I should have been leveling. I should be farming her. No. Oh, I'm stuck. I can't get out. I'm trapped. I live here now. Oh no, here we go. Nah, I think I'm fucked. Screwed. I live in the wall now. This is my Emily cave. I know. I don't have a short character. Oh, not in this party. Silly. Oops. Shit. I hate when that happens. Well, I make it. I might as well use some of the food I never use. Where's my stamina food? What was stamina again? Oh, there we go. I should. You mean the treasure one? Yeah, see. Fontaine fan? Maybe not. There we go. I have my new cave. It's much more spacious in my old cave. I don't know. The view doesn't look amazing. Did I break through the map yet? What's that shadow of? Let's see. That's the fault of my death? I don't know. It's a little dangerous down there.
Yep.
Here we go.
Right.
Chip. Run! Run, Emily! Oh.
裁きの雷ふんてせ
Look how far we've come.
Yo. 捕まえた逃げ道はありませんひゅっと清掃を開始しますふっはっふっや
Why are you frozen? Who's cryo? Oh, wait. Oh, no, that is the cryo. I thought that was the, Sweet.
避けられる
Hey, buddy.
どうぞ不意打ち
Oh, right, the kisser.
あと何発でしょう
67,000. That's actually pretty good. Especially considering she only had one of her crystallized stacks. But yeah, I mean, I'm in the habit of like building all my characters, so I do it relatively well. So I do it enough to get them like a decent set. So like Florent actually has a good set. I'll probably keep farming for a better Emily set because I really like Dea. I'd like to use her more. Although I think did I go. Oh, I built her energy. Oh, did I go? Oh yeah, I want energy recharge. I want energy recharge for her set. That's why her attack is a little low. I'm not going on attack. Oh, I'm gonna pull on Mulani. I mean, she looks really cute, but I heard that her dolphin's like ridiculously cracked when it comes to exploration. Like her exploration in Natland will be like ridiculously good because like she can stay on her dolphin for like the longest time, and it's super easy for her to live. So I'll definitely be getting her. Is that this one? And I mean, it looks like the Geo Girl too is on her banner as well. So it's like, oh, that'll be nice. I can maybe get some extra constellations of her, perhaps. But I definitely want Milani. Yeah, she seems interesting. She's another defense scaling Geo, but a tiger one. I forget which one that one is. Down there. This kind of land on this? Oh, I can. We're in the abyss. Does Raiden fit the color scheme? Nah, I think Yelan fits the color scheme a little better. Raiden better. I don't think I probably won't get a better person. It does. Yeah, I mean, not surprised. Grass is. Hey, it didn't burn. Aw. Grass doesn't burn. You lied. Oh no, that grass burned. Oh, that grass burned, but not this one. Oh, there we go. I guess I have to burn in a specific location for it to consider. Yeah, see, like, it, yeah, it seems I have to hit the center of it. Oh, is that how it is? I thought I think I was able to do it in one. It just. Oh, yeah, that is it. I thought it burnt instantly. Oh, I guess you're right. I don't. Yeah, I haven't really used my Klee in like a few years, so I'm not used to it. Take that, nature. There we go. Yeah, I mean, like obviously, like I started playing the game right at the beginning, so everyone was like super hyped about Klee. Oh my God, Klee's amazing. She was one of the first. I mean, she was the first 5-star DPS, limited DPS we had because like Venti, and everyone was swearing on Venti too. Oh my God, Venti's so amazing. Uh, and like, oh my God, like Venti allows you to like glide up super quick. Like that's so cool. Like that's so helpful. And then Kazuha came out, and like Kazuha was like, "Oh, Kazuha actually does what Venti does, but better and more convenient, and you can do it more frequently." And Kazuha is better. And then, yeah, I mean, Venti was never really about power; it was just about utility. It was like, yeah, he was an Animo user, so it's like, okay, well, cool. But like, especially some of the early 5 stars and like the base game 5 stars, they have this like weird. The constellations they chose for some of the support were just like stupid. Because you're like, oh, okay, there's Venti. Like, he's clearly a support. Like, his whole thing is about support. Um, and, like, okay, your attack scaling, because everything was attack scaling at that time. But, like, if you look at Constellations, his first one increases extra shots for damage. Like, he's a support. Why give him damage? Like, what's the point of this? This, obviously, is helpful. Although, actually, not really. Like, Animo and physical resistance. Like, physical resistance reduction is good, but, like, no one runs physical anymore. This again, like this is a bonus to Venti damage, which is like Venti's not there for damage. Um, this is actually useful. But yeah, like Venti is useful. Like like in those combat events that come around, like I actually do use Venti for those events. Like this is the only time I ever use Venti because his burst is really good at sucking in small enemies. So if you're fighting a bunch of small enemies, oh shit, I took damage. No. If you're fighting a bunch of small enemies, Venti's really good at grouping them together. Yeah, and Dory. I mean, and that's the thing. You don't even need it for Eula because like Eula is cryo, so you could just put her with an electro user, and boom, now you have physical resistance reduction. Or like you could put it with Zhongli, and Zhongli's shield gives a reduction of all resistances. So it's like there's other ways of doing it. You don't need that. I mean, it's helpful in the early game when like no one has like good, like no one's using their. Okay, I think I burnt it all. No one's using no one has energy recharge and stuff. Yeah, like Dory, I don't know. Like Dory's not terrible. Like Dory's like the only one that actually gives energy back to like the party as her burst. So she's an interesting she has an interesting ability to like, oh cool, when this is up, you get healed and regenerate energy. Like that's crazy good on paper. It's just that it's kind of annoying to actually use. Um, but like yeah, like to be able to heal and restore energy is great for like supplementing energy starved characters. Or and it's just that it's hard to like find a good team for her. It's hard to like fit her in a team. Like if I want an electro healer, I'll just use Kuki. Kuki is a much better and easier electro applicator. I built EM Kuki too, so she's not even the best healer she could be. But she's a really good electro applicator, like almost 800 elemental mastery. But if I favorite team, that's a toughie because like there's obviously the team I use the most. This is like the team I use for just like exploration, just general exploration. If I ever need to go out, like hunt monsters for mats and stuff like that, this is the team I use. If it's a new area comes out, sometimes usually I'll use this team because it's just a generically good team. I have Eula to smash rocks, I have Zhongli to smash a lot of rocks, Ganyu to kill everything, and Jean to heal. And like to, pick up things and blow them away using her skill for fun. I like Dea as a character. I like this team a lot. This team is pretty cool too. Like Kaching is actually, I think, one of the first characters I got after losing a 50-50. So like, I'm pretty sure. So Amber. So obviously 928 is when I started playing. I got Venti at 929 the next day. Same for Kaching. So I either lost my 50-50 and got Venti, or I got Venti and then lost my 50-50, like my next 50-50 and got Kaching. But the problem is Kaching was really rough when you're leveling up. When you're leveling up, and those stupid Minotaurs are such a pain in the ass. Any enemy that had a physical shield, like the Hilichurls with the wooden shields, and the Minotaurs with the wooden shields, which were like all over the place in Mondstadt. Yeah, I played it right at the start. I saw someone play the beta, and so I was interested in it, and then when the game came out, I played it on day one. She does damage now, but like, yeah, when I was using her way back when, she was just rough to use. She was just like really tough because like she was completely useless against wooden shields. She couldn't attack. Like the enemies take no damage unless you can get around it, and her attacks wouldn't reduce the damage of the shield. So I was actually using early on. I was using Razor. It was like Razor because his claymore could break rocks. It could, if you just kept bashing against the shield, you'd break the wooden shields. I think it was Razor, Chi-Chi. Oh, like my I do bit. When I use her now, she like so. For instance, against that team, obviously she's not going to be as good as Arlecchino because Arlecchino is cracked. But that Kaching team against that same boss is still pretty good. So in this team, it's pretty useful. And I've used this like team again to farm domains just for shits and giggles. So I've had a lot of fun with it. It's just that like against, especially in the early game when there's lots of enemies, there's a lot of random enemies with wooden shields, which she could never break, or like take her 5 hours to break a wooden shield using basic attacks. Now obviously you can use her like skill to get around it. Like her skill was on cooldown, and I didn't have her artifact set, and her artifact set is what reduces the cooldown of her skill every time she does an electro reaction. So, like, not only are you not getting electro reaction because you're... $7,000 right there. 7,000 for skill, I guess. Yeah, I'm still pretty fast. I think Arlecchino's a little faster, but it's not like crazy bad. So, I mean, obviously Nahida is really good and Kazuha is really good. Like just supports in general. Uh, but I found like she's pretty useful. But yeah, just early game it was rough. Early game was super rough. I mean, and that's the kind of tough thing about sword users in general. The biggest problem with sword users is their numbers always feel like super weak. It feels like you're doing barely any damage, but because you're doing more attacks, you're actually doing a decent amount. Like Claymore users are bigger numbers, but just slower hits, so you're not doing them as frequently. And catalysts are kind of all over the place, depending on which character it is. But yeah, it always felt like swords felt like super weak. Same for spears too. Like normal attacks on spears feel like shit. You're getting a lot of attacks in, but they just all feel so weak. But I've had a lot of luck with Kaching. I think the biggest problem is like that's why it's good to go against an actual boss to see how quickly you're actually doing it, because like you see 10K and like Kaching was getting a lot of numbers out, and so it's like it's hard to tell. So it's good to go against a boss where you're like, oh, okay, this takes me about this long to beat, so you can like fight it over and over again, and then you can be like, oh, okay, like yeah, I'm actually doing it much better uh, than other teams. But yeah, like you have to have her built too. Like she really benefits from her Thundering Fury set. And yeah, like in an early game when like you don't have artifacts, like I tried to actually create a free to play account. I was like, oh, I'm gonna create a free to play account on another server to try to see how it feels like to play the game again, see how it feels, like all that shit, right? And it just felt like shit. It just like it felt so slow. My characters felt so weak. It was crazy. Yeah, I was surprised Nilo's team was also ridiculously good. Um, I didn't think it would be as good as it was, but then I was like, oh, actually, yeah, it's pretty powerful because like the explosions that go off. Yeah, I don't have Nuvolette at all, so I can't do any of his things. But yeah, not Arlecchino. I said Arlecchino, I got my mind. Where's my Nilo team? There we go. Let's get a guy who just stands there, does nothing for the longest time. Yeah, let's actually just see this. Ooh. Oh, shit. I didn't realize that was an actual ground effect. Whoopsie. What? What was that? I also haven't been playing that. I could have played that better. I should have been doing that. But yeah, I think her attack is still pretty, or her HP is still pretty high. I think her HP is almost as high as you can be for her, or as high as you can be. Yeah, I was surprised at that. I forgot. I know I was missing one achievement. I just forgot. Oh yeah. Usually I burst him. It's because I didn't do Yolan's burst. I should have done Yolan's burst right away, which I normally do, but I forgot. Yeah, I'm on America. I do like Nilo's new outfit too, because it's more blue. I like it better than our old one. Let's try again.
いくよ。
痛がって行こう。
タタトセ
I don't even know about that.
ほっはっかかれ。終わりでーす。
やっほっせや
18,000.
やたや
Oh yeah, I need to throw out one of these things. Here. I saw that too. I saw that she was getting a new outfit. Which would be funny. I need to get better. I need to get used to using Yao Yao a little better. Should at least throw out her bunny as well. I don't use my Nilo team that frequently, so I'm not used to the. I mean, technically, she already got an outfit. There's the default one, and then there's her slightly more covered version. I could. I didn't use Kokomi because I'm trying to. It's because like I use Kokomi on a lot of my other teams. Yeah, it's her just more covered outfit. Same for Rosaria, Jean, and Mona. But like I think. I guess yeah, I just use Kokomi only in this team. I use Kokomi I guess a lot. Oh no, yeah, I have her in two teams already. I have her in my freeze team and I have her in my Kaching team. And I really want so I don't want to like put her in a ton of teams because like that feels boring, right? You don't want to like I'm already using her in so many things. So like you want to like even Nahida I use her in a bunch. Well, actually, Nahida's just or no, yeah, Nahida's in 3. She is a support. Actually, no, 4 teams. Goddamn. Oh no, just 3 teams. So I try to balance it out. Try to like mix and match. Try to use characters I'm not using in all the same teams over and over again. Yeah, I gotta get better used to it. Like that's why like Kokomi's kind of better. Or if I had like Barbara or something, where I could have Barbara's little healing ring around her at all times, and then a burst heal as well. Realistically, I just got to get better and more in the habit of using Yao Yao's bunny first. So like maybe start with Nilo's, get her water ring around, have Yelan zip in, Yao Yao throw her bunny, maybe swap back to Yelan for her burst, or do her depending on what her energy's like. But maybe like yeah, Nilo's ring, Yelan's get in, do her burst, Yao Yao, and then Nahida, and then swap probably back to Nahida, and then probably swap back to Nilo and Yelan to do their skills and bursts again, and Yao Yao to do her burst to heal everyone up again as well, or maybe Yao Yao to do her burst first, and then Nilo Yelan. I'm not sure. Yeah, I mean it's not crazy. Like I'm not really trying to force it. I mean I'm obviously also fighting like an actual boss that it somewhat matters a little bit, or I actually have to pay attention, or I could die. And that first death on Nahida was just because, well, one, I didn't realize he was a. Yeah, I use Japanese voices too, because English voices in this game are kind of shit. But yeah, I heard Amber's getting a new outfit, so that'll be interesting. Oh, cool, nice. Yeah, I think last time I checked we were like 25 mil, so we were at least going to get the 2. We were at least going to get the 2, but I knew we were going to get the 30 because like we have a shitload of time to get it. But like it doesn't even matter for me because I have so many of the billets. Wait, where are they? Yeah, here they are. I have over 5 of every single type. I mean, I wouldn't doubt we actually got, because remember, it's not like 30 million people actually did it, because when you actually go to the event, you got like cheers. When you roll, you got like between what 1 and 8 or something like that. So it's not even like 30 million people did it. It's just like, it could have easily just been like 10 million or something. Yeah, you get them once you don't need them. Once you don't need them, you get a shitload of them. But also, like, I've crafted it. Like, no, I mean, like, it just happens. Like, I've crafted. It's not even like, oh, I've been stockpiling them because I don't need them. Like, I've crafted all the weapons too. Like, there's the Sumeru crafted weapon R5. There's the Inazuma crafted weapon R5. There's the. Oh, did I not level it? I guess I didn't level the other one. Mappa Mare, which he uses, is the crafted weapon R5. Same for Barbara's crafted. It's the crafted spear. Yeah, the Crescent Pike is a crafted spear, which I R5'd. This is also another craftable weapon. Oh yeah, Noel's White Blind crafted. Oh yeah, the Star Silver's crafted. Oh, that means yeah. There's the. Oh, I didn't level it. The Inazuma crafted weapon. Oh, I guess I didn't craft the Claymore. This is the Fontaine crafted. Oh yeah. These are the Fontaine crafted weapons too. I think, yeah. So I crafted an R5 of them. So like I'm making the weapons. It's not even like I have those stockpiled. Like I actually do make them. Iron Sting's another crafted weapon, and then here's some like I didn't level this up yet, but I actually made the compound bow, the prototype crescent, the dragon spine spear. I think I made every single craftable bow, simply because like of all my shit, I get so many bows. I get like even though I've crafted literally every single possible one, I have 9 of these and 7 of those. Ideally, what I was trying to do is like once I got to 5. I would then be like, oh, if I have 5 of Claymore, I'll just R5 one of the things, right? Like once I get more than 5, because I just want to keep some of them. But now I'm holding back a little bit because Natlan's coming out, so I'm like, okay, well, I'll hold back. Let's see if Natlan has any good craftable shit. But then I just keep getting more of them. There were some weeks where I got super lucky, where I got like 2 or 3 in a week. But I'm also doing every single weekly boss every single week. Actually, let's see. Yeah, I like to farm. I mean, this isn't that much. But yeah, just how the hell did I get this much? I know I was in desperate need of it when Sayu was around. I don't know how I got that much extra. But yeah, I also like to max out my proficiency in all these things too. Some of it is luck, obviously, and it's just time. You'll eventually get it, but you have to like these two. I like to make sure I have like 100 of these. Actually, I should probably farm some of those guys. Because I always need more of them. Every single thing was using. Yeah, I had a big pile of raw meat too. So I was killing stuff and. Yeah, I mean that's why I play. I play every day for the dailies anyway, and because one thing I don't like about I have the Welcome Moon. I thought it was like you get 30 days worth of Welcome Moons or 30 days worth of Primogems, right? Like no matter when you log in, it just counts. Like so, whenever you log in, it just counts down 1 and then gives you it. So you could skip like a week, but No, it's you have to log in for the next 30 days to get all the rewards. I was thinking it was like, oh no, you just got to log in. No, whenever you log in is you'll get the reward. Yeah, I have 100% and everything. Or yeah, I think so. I should have 100, I think. Yeah, I was like, oh man, that sucks. Yeah, 100%. Give me 100%. Which kind of sucked. I was like, oh, I thought I like you'd think it would be like, no, you just get 30 days. 100% here, 100% there, 100%. Yeah. So I log in every day. It's a lot better now that we have this long-term encounter points thing. So like if you want to be lazy about it, you can just be like, cool, you can like this will essentially you'll max that out just by spending your resin. So if you just pop in, condense all your resin, you'll usually get all the encounter points you can need. So you could finish your dailies in like a minute. Just go to a alchemy station, trade and condense all your resin, and then you're done. You turn this, use your long-term encounter points, and boom, you're done for the day. So it's not super hard, but I also do like the game. I do enjoy the game. I like playing the game. It's a lot of. I mean, it's not even just China. It's just gacha games in general. Any game like that, because it's a psychological thing. It's just that if you get well, first of all, like there's the obvious thing, like when you're gonna sell the most. Well, you're gonna sell the most when you force people down. I mean, it's not even like just gacha games. Like that. That's why like they have like candy and shit at like the front counter of a grocery store, and why they put some of those things that are most needed in the far back of a store, because it'll force people to go through the store and make them more likely to like purchase something they maybe don't really need. Like that's why like milk and all that shit is in the back of a grocery store, so that you have to go through the entire grocery store to go get it. Now I think some of it also has to do with refrigeration as well, but um, there are just like these psychological things where it's just like, yeah, you're more likely to purchase something if you're logging in every single day. Not only because like it just gives you more opportunities to purchase, but like you'll become more emotionally invested. For children, I think only for children. There was a law restricting the amount of game time that children could do, because obviously it's not good. Gimme. So yeah, I think that's a good law in general to have. I think Denmark's law against like gambling and like loot boxes and stuff is good. I think it'd be cool if more countries could do that, because if enough countries like start making laws like this, game developers to make the most amount of money and make their game appeal to the most amount of people, they'll have to consider those laws and make their games differently. So hopefully that will happen, but we'll have to see how it goes as it trends. Oh, actually, I need some of those things. I always need these. Yeah, I heard they're increasing the drops for samurais and specters as well, which is good because those are always kind of a pain in the ass to farm. Here you go. Or is there another one at this end? I think there might be. But yeah, the quality of life stuff they're adding into Natland is pretty cool. I'm pretty pleased about that. Oh yeah, there's another one over here. Oh yeah, well they tried that. So there was they did do the law where they were gonna like ban something, and then the game company's stock tanked like a shitload, and so they backed it out. Yeah, I remember that whole thing. So technically, it didn't actually go into place. But the restricting children's playtime was. Yeah, that will be interesting. I'm curious how it'll play out. People were thinking that we were going to get a level cap increase as well because I think they intuited it. They're like, oh, if we're going to go world level 9, they're going to increase the level cap, right? But it seems like it's just going to be a world rank increase without a level cap, which I guess makes sense because if you got extra, like ascending once more would actually really help all the would actually make some of the characters that have like crit rate, crit damage, ascension stats even better because they would give them another chance to get an extra like 2% crit rate or however much we get for ascension. Yeah, I think that's what it was. I think they were able to confirm that there was going to be a world rank 9, so I think people assumed, oh, because like pretty much every single time, uh, like in the beginning part of the game, every single time the world level increased, your ascension level increased. Like that was the whole thing. It's like when the game first came out, you could only ascend the first time to get your character to level 40. You can get them 20, then you could ascend, then you get them to 40. Then you increased your world level, and you were able to go from 40 to 50. Then you increase your world level again. So I think people saw, oh, cool, world rank, and this is like, months ago, back when it was still just a leak. Oh, cool, like world rank's going to go up, and I think people were assuming that meant that the level cap would also go up. But no, shit, I want that. Give me the rocks. Yeah. I hear it's not that bad. Like from the people doing the creator servers and doing their shit, there was it was only like a 2 to 5, or like you do, like they do 2.5 times more or 2.5% more damage to you or something like that. Yeah, just make everything slightly beefier, which will be good. Yeah, it'll allow the people who have like super built characters that are just like absolutely crushing things to make it a little more challenging, give them a little more incentive to like build your characters better. It's a fine mix because you could think, oh yeah, it's too easy, but it's like it depends on what you do. Generally, I'm of the opinion if it's something you have to do every single day, I don't think it should be super hard to do because if it's super or not super hard to do, but like it shouldn't be that hard to do because then it just becomes too annoying for something you have to do every day. I mean, the Imaginarium though is something you can do like repeatedly, so you could actually like make it more challenging. I'm fine with the way it currently is because there is that level of random. Like, so you could just choose not never to use buffs. Like, you could run Imaginarium with just characters and not using any of those buffs. And because like the buffs are supposed to make it easier. Like, there are ways to make it more challenging by like restricting yourself, like by choosing shit characters, by choosing only 4 stars, by not doing any buffs at all, like only just going into the fights just for the fights. There are ways to make it more annoying, and you could kind of tailor it for that. Plus, I mean, it did just come out, like so they might fine tune it as well. I'm curious to see how the world level increase will affect Imaginarium. Like, will they take that into? I mean, I assume they would take that into account, or will they add extra? Or will Imaginarium like levels 1 through 6 be the same? Yeah, I need to actually do this. I need to complete this month's. Will it stay like 1 through 8, and then maybe with world level 9 they'll add an extra 2 levels onto that? Maybe. Yeah, maybe. I think I heard something like that, but maybe I'm going crazy. Uh, Wait, did I kill all those things? I think I killed them all. Let me just double check. Okay, yeah, they're all dead. Who else do I need? I think I just need these guys. I just need so many of these. No. Yeah, I think I remember that too. I think I remember seeing that image. That's why I was thinking that. can't remember how screwed I am in the Imaginarium. I think I'm pretty screwed. Like my team sucks. I don't like. I just like the concept of not being able to use all my characters all the time and being like it's fine for some combat events where it's like, oh yeah, you just got to do 3 rounds and that's it. But I don't even do the Abyss. I keep forgetting about it. I wish it was every week. Like if it was like Honkai Star Rail where it was like the simulated universe where you do every week, I could get in the habit of doing that, but I just keep forgetting to do it because I'm just like, I don't feel like it, and so I just don't do it, and then it's like, oh, whoops, and then then I get the thing in the where is it? Yeah, I mean, the buffs it gives are better. I mean, I think I did have a hard time. I like for the last boss for the eighth floor, I only barely beat it, like with 1 second to spare. But maybe I suck. What do I have? Little tiny little guys. Maybe Venti could be good at this. I don't use. If I use Venti, God, that's a shit team. I kind of want to use Nahida, but I don't have anything that goes with Nahida. Okay, let's just do Zhao, Yu. I have to use them. Oh, that's stupid. Uh, I guess. I'm gonna save Ganyu and
逃げようなんて思わないで
oh,
よね。ソーランの憩い。
ここだ。無能。
足元に気をつけて。
知識はあなたにも。
fuck.
風だ。ご助力を。
はっやっせうーはせ手をつなぎましょう。
ひどいよ。
Jesus Christ.
ここだよ。海のちぎりよ。
I absolutely suck with Kokomi. I suck with this
ご
team.
安心を。逃げようなんて思わないでよね。
くだらない。西洋ナブ。無能。ここだ。無能。ひゃっ無能。ここだ。へっへっ。
ご助力を。足元に気をつけて。風だ。走っ。
いえ、くらえ。
全部丸見えね。
あれ狂いなさい。
はっやっほっせいふっはっはっふっほっ
I don't ever use Zhao. That's the kind of shitty thing I disliked about this one. Was this one is forcing you to use all these animo characters that I just don't like at all. Like I just hate Zhao's playstyle. Also, I didn't realize that I get bonuses for frozen reactions in this. Oh yeah, it was right there. I should have should have paid attention. Yeah, I'll just use Ganyu, Venti. Yeah.
逃げようなんて思わないでよね。
ソーランド行こい。
風雪の縮図。
せいはっ雲が借りなく時
おさわり禁止。ここだよ。風だ。
ふっはっはっや風の雲の行くごと
ご安心を。
相関化粧ガンオー帝君のために。おさわり禁止。逃げようなんて思わないでよね。
ソーランド行こい。
一緒に遊ぼうよ。
はっそれはっ雲が借りなく時
ご助力を。
この仕事は排除するべきですね。
せっやっ
風だ。走る足元に気をつけて。
風よふっ風の歌雲の行くごとほれ
部外者禁止。
Yeah, but a bunch of. But I like Ganyu. I didn't want to use her because this was her last thing, but this was a good one for Venti. Yeah, that's kind of rough. I don't really need either one. I guess I could get her to replace. I don't need another healer though. I have Kokomi and Sayu, but then both of these are healers. So it's like shit. I think I chose really shit. I think I chose too many supports. But I guess since I have Kokomi, I might as well choose Charlotte. Yeah, because I already have a Hydro healer. Companion select or rare mystery cache. Ooh, that's a tough one. Let's do this one. Sure. Okay, let's do it. I mean, that one sparkles, so I guess I'll just choose that one, right? Probably. That one seems pretty good. I guess, I mean, I have a lot of healers, so I might as well just do a healing one. Oh, I see. Okay, I need a companion selection. I need better companions. Oh shit, I only have... Oh, cool. DPS, thank God. Oh, wait, who am I fighting again? I wasn't paying attention. I have to fight this anyway. Oh, it's... Oh, okay, Hydro. Hydro have the advantage, so it's obviously Kokomi should be good. Should I use Zhao? Should I get rid of Zhao at this point? was thinking that. I was thinking actually Charlotte, because I can get her effect. I can get Charlotte's skill on the boss, which would constantly be triggering cryo. Three healers though, that's a lot. And he just not good. Jiangling would be shit against a fire boss. I don't really need Kaza. I guess I could do that. Okay. I don't want to use up my Ayaka. Although I mean, there's only 2 battles left, but I could save Ayaka for the next 2. Let's just try this out. I mean, my biggest problem is the energy. I might have been able to do it. I really should have focused on bursting his shield down, not doing Zhao's burst right away. It's all about energy for Zhao's burst. I need to do his burst when the thing's up, which would have been fine if I just used Kokomi's thing to... Shit, I wasn't even paying attention to his health. God damn it. Okay, now it's left. And then... Ah, fuck. Much better, but god, yeah. I just don't like Zhao. Oh, did I accidentally back out? Like, I could do, obviously, the super easy one would just have Ayaka. Say, fuck you, Zhao. Ayaka. Boom. Actually, no, I don't even need all these. Yeah, Ayaka's just is easy. I don't know what the coronation is. Like that was the weird achievement that I got just recently, and I have no clue what the fuck that is. Yeah, he's clunky. Like you have to jump, but you jump with X. But you have to jump and then press circle. So you're pressing like, or you have to press X and circle, X then to lunge. It feels clunky. Actually, I think I should choose another one. I need actual supports. This will, I think, it'll be the sucrose. I think that's the only one I'm missing. I believe. This would, yeah, it'd be sucrose. I think this might not get a sucrose. Let's see who the non. Oh, I have 3. Okay. Oh, Jean or sucrose. Ooh, what do I want? Nothing about Jean. Let's go. Spoon. So if I use the same element type as the same element as a skill, that's a pain in the ass. Oh, that's kind of useful. It's defeated. No, that's stupid. That's not gonna help. Oh shit! I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna save Ayaka for the last boss. The tall guys. Those are kind of annoying. Yeah, Ayaka's gonna be my last boss. Oh yeah, these horn things. This. Do I have enough? I don't have enough water. Actually, I guess I do have I have Yelan. But nah, I don't want to do that. I think these guys. I mean, these guys are actually the easiest to do. Or is there any one of these that I could actually... These guys are tiny. Zhao might actually be able to not suck in this one. Actually, realistically, he probably would be better against the other ones too, because they are always elemental. Okay, Zhao, let's give you another shot. Good. How about you try not sucking this time? Okay. Oh my fucking god, you gotta be kidding me. Knock me out in the fucking sky?
どの目が出るかしら。と
シャルロットが
いざ勝負。それやっ風よ、私に応えるのだ。
上田だ。
いざ勝負。
Oh, I see.
捕まえた。はっ風の神よ、我らを導きたまえ。かかれ。やっと糸よ、工作せよ。
消えろ。
Yay! Oh. Whoops. I didn't realize that was the buff I... whatever. Yeah, dropping below 70 arms. Zhao was a terrible choice to get that bonus. Because Zhao will drop his own health like a... I think I probably don't have Animo, so let's just bring Barbara just in case. Okay. This is the final one. I don't need another companion. Actually, shit. Boon or a companion. I guess I don't really need companions. I have Ayaka. Okay. Swirl. I have swirls. I like swirls. Oh, this one. Okay, I'm gonna be Ayaka's my main dude, so let's do that. I don't care too much about the stars, I don't think. But I will pause for a second, go to the bathroom, so I'm all nice and refreshed. Okay, I'm back. Okay, let's give this a shot. Okay. Oh, it's one of these things? Oh, that one. Okay. Oh, shit, that one. Crap. I don't know if I can kill him when he's flying, though. That's the problem. Shit, if I had my Ganyu, that would have been no problem. Okay. Obviously, it's going to be these two. Yeah, I guess so. I kind of want more. I want extra Hydro. I could do Gene. But I don't think it. I think Barbara's wedding herself doesn't matter too much, so I think it'll be fine. And I think this should be fine.
雪を前
そっくもなく借りなく時
捕まえた終わりね撤収
さあ。
せいはっ神里流トン
はっそっ
みんなを守るから
すえふっとそれ失礼それやっ
マイはっ
えバーバ
やっほっとはっいいという工作せよふっよやっ
はっふっ風の歌雲の行くごと
元気出してよ
踊りなさい取ったかかれ
マイル
痛がっちゃいない
はっはっ
失礼よすっとふっふっえふっふっそれすっと
So close too. I was like 5 to 10 seconds off. Whatever. Or no, I guess 7 seconds off. It was 90 seconds, right? Whatever. Whatever. I don't care that much. I just want to complete it for the key. I could have obviously done better. Oh, Ganyu, chili. Yeah, look at Ganyu. There was a few. Do I get anything? Do I actually get bonuses for the star? Is there a point to getting the stars? Getting 8 stars gets. Oh well, I don't think I've ever gotten 8 stars then. I think even last time I only got like 6 out of 8. I think I also chose wrong. I didn't have enough DPS characters. I had like way too many support. I gotta really reconsider that when I was choosing characters. Like I was like, oh, like here's the characters I'm gonna be. Oh really? That's too much of a hassle. Like, in all honesty, I'd rather just have an easier time and take twice as many months. Like, going for 8 stars is just a pain in the ass. Like yeah. See, I didn't get. Yeah, look at Act 1, didn't get a star. Why? Because I fucking chose Zhao. Oh god damn, I was close. But even still, I got fucked up that first one. But yeah, 6 out of 8, not terrible. I even got a star with Zhao. Yeah, you get 1 key if you I mean, the one nice thing, I'm a little bit OCD, and look, it's the same frontwards and backwards. It's a nice pattern. I didn't get a star on the first and last one, but stars all in between. A nice little thing. Yeah, give me my shit. Yeah, like there's the completion rewards, just doing it. Are these ones again? Oh, that's good. Get all those. Yeah, like I don't see any extra bonuses. Like you get for doing all 8, but I don't think you get any bonuses for actual stars. That's why I do hard mode. Like I would do easy mode if I didn't actually want if these didn't matter. Oh really? Oh, then I'm not sure where. Oh really? Wait, what? What the fuck is this? Ooh, riding so hot. Yeah, that's pretty hot too. What is this? Okay, well, who are the characters I like the most? I like you and you and you. I don't give a shit about them. Well, I guess these two, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. I don't want to like use up all my coins. What does that do? Oh, I see. When you're taking screenshots, you can have them do shit. Oh. Yeah, I mean like the key you get just for doing 6 or higher, which is and in the event, yeah, I mean it doesn't seem like you actually get bonuses for getting 8 stars. You get you get rewards you get rewards for completing all 8 rooms, and then you get as long as you complete 6 rooms or more, you get max rewards. Like I can't claim my rewards anymore. But yeah, like if you look at the event tab, current progress, Act 8 out of 8. If I go to Envision Echoes, there was a key, but the key only says finalized Act 6. It doesn't even say you need stars at all. I think the stars are just for like completionists, where you're just like, oh yeah, I want to like get all stars. It's the challenge thing. It's like how some of the events, rather than gold medals, there's that like pale pink gold, and the pale pink is like, oh yeah, you're such a great player who is like has such amazing characters. Your points were so high, you got pink gold. I mean, maybe you were thinking this, maybe you were thinking that the rewards from this chest, maybe you could only get as many as you got stars in. I mean, maybe there's something somewhere, but I don't. Yeah, see, this is. Wait, triggered audience external. What's that? Yeah, fucking Zhao. Ugh, what a piece. Oh yeah, and Wanderer is equally shit. I think the only times I did poorly. I think the only times I didn't get stars was when I tried to use the Wanderer. Holy shit, Wanderer sucks. But yeah, I like Ayaka. I used about as many fantastic flowers as. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. Uh, yeah. So here's the reward preview, and as you can see, you just have to do 8, which means um, you have to do hard mode to get full rewards. But you just have to do hard mode. That's it. Like you just have to complete hard mode. You don't need stars for the hard mode because, as you can see, I got all these rewards. Yeah, it was insane. And then there's the debut performance, but this is just doing this for the first time. The first time you do it, you get bonuses, and then here's the refreshing rewards. But yeah, there's no actual. Blessing rewards. Uh, oh, maybe this is it. After finalizing a start, you earn Stella. And depending on which actor, you'll earn different levels of performance medals. So I guess it's maybe the performance medals. Maybe all the stars you're getting will increase your performance medals, and so people can see how big a dick you got. You'd be like, wow, look at all those performance medals. Yeah, what is it? On your profile. Here's my supporting cast. Probably not helpful. Especially the Geo. I don't even think they can use Geo, so probably Probably shouldn't be helping them out with characters they can't use. Cryo Animus. Let's throw my Jean. Let's throw my Kazuha. Oh wait, no, I can't use it. They can't use it her either. I could put in Eula, but Eula's probably gonna be shit. Oh yeah, I could put in my Kokomi. I could put in my Nilo, but oh, no, it's for my yeah, you can double on Iakus. Having oh actually no shit. Let's put in Shenna. Shenna's actually useful. So is it my profile? 6 medals. Yeah, there it is. So you can see 6 stars. There you go. Yeah, so you can see that in Imaginarium Theater, I beat it with 6 stars. So other people seeing your profile can see, yeah, look at that guy. Act 6, 8 stars. Holy shit, that guy must be amazing. Yeah, blue is my favorite color, and then I threw in Yayamiko for shits and giggles. Let's have a better blue one. Is there anything I can replace Yai? Ooh, that looks nice. That looks pretty cool too. I mean, you can leave her at 5% crit rate as long as every single one of your skills gets that 5%. That's all that matters. So if this is, I wonder if maybe I might miss out on old ones if I miss them. So maybe I should redeem these. I'll never take screenshots of those. I might actually take a screenshot of these two. No, I'm just wondering, like, the past season will go away. Like, so basically these 4 will go down to the past season, and these past season one will disappear. Or you mean they're compiling? Whatever, I already spent them. I mean, I'm going to do it next month anyway. I want to do this. I need it for the keys. My precious keys. Okay, so now here's the big question. Who to get? Chi-Chi or Kira? I actually have a team that uses Chi-Chi. But Kirara's one looks better. But I don't use Kirara ever. And now we're going to Natlan, and we're going to get 2 characters that... We have the Geo character who essentially does the exact same thing as Kirara with her... The problem... I actually do have a team that uses Ningguang. The problem is that I have Ningguang on in her skin, which is all blue. So the effect is not great because it's yellow. So it doesn't match. It matches her old outfit very well, but not her new one. Like the... Yeah. There we go. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It just doesn't match perfectly. I guess I could do Ningguang, though. I actually do use Ningguang more frequently than I do either of the other 2. So I might as well. Fuck it. Full send it. Ah, fuck. Protect the target. I hate protected targets.
無駄な努力をやめたら。諦めなさい。降参しなさい。いや、取るに足らないわ。いや、無駄な努力をやめたら。さようなら。取るに足らないわ。その命いただいたわ。
Jesus Christ, that attack was so fucking ridiculous. It took it down from like 40% to 2%. Thank God he focused on me after that. Holy shit. I saw that thing go down so much. Like I was like, I don't have to worry too much about it. But then that one fucking slash just like destroyed that stupid thing. Okay, where are you? And I think I need to get more. Actually, I'm gonna get more of these. I want two things. One, I need to get this power because this guy is fucking amazing underwater. Two, now that I got Ningguang, let's see if it appears underwater. It does. You can see the leaves. Oh, that's nice. Okay. Now let's go murder some sea creatures. Yeah, because I need shitloads of them. Both, I didn't get Navia when she first came around, and then Clorinde was using these things, which I burnt through my supply, and then I got Navia, and she also needs the sea creature things. Like it's nice that it's easy to kill them, but they are kind of all over the place. And it's nice that you're all over the place, but when you don't need to actually like be underwater anymore, it's kind of like, hey, seals, pop. Yeah, like it was fine. Like because obviously against these guys, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to use the crab shield, and the crab shield acts as a counter. So when anything hits you, you can then blast them with a huge thing. And also, when you just tap it, you'll do a little AOE around yourself, which does a little bit of damage, which is fine. But then in 4.1, when they added this one, it's just so much more powerful. Like it destroys all the rocks. It has a huge AOE. Like it's just better in every regard. And it can go at range too. Whereas the whatchamacallit, the crab one, you have to be like right up their butts to do it. Oh. Yeah, then these guys up here, these guys are actually tough. And that they have a lot of health and they like to charge or shoot lasers. Shit. Oh wow, didn't take any damage. know what? You're right. I like this Echo. I'm glad. I'm glad you guys talked me into getting this one instead. It does look nice on her, and I do like using Ningguang. At some point, I need to build her better, but she's fine enough. And actually, the thing I dislike about Ningguang the most is just the delay of her attacks. Like, it feels just like it's so slow for her to use all her attacks. Like, her one attack goes off, and it takes like a second for each one of those to go off, and you're kind of like stun locked in place. Yeah, the whole underwater environment is really nice. Like, I liked how they had all the various creatures that you could use. They give you various powers. It just looks so pretty. It's a very enjoyable area. Natlan looks cool too, but I do think I'll probably like Fontaine. Well, actually, I was gonna say I like Fontaine exploration more, but I think Natlan's exploration will be maybe more enjoyable because of the like mounts and stuff, like the fact that you have Mulani to zip you around and Mitch or yeah. I mean, I think it'll be fun. I like being underwater. It's just such a cool, nice environment. But I think Natlan's gonna have a lot of cool environmental like effects and stuff that will make it. I mean, they could do that in well, they could easily add like some underwater portions because there definitely is water and stuff. Because because Mulani, yeah, and like Mulani is traveling over water. Now you can travel over lava too. In lava, you can't actually swim in and get under, obviously, because if you actually fall in it, you die from fire damage. But like she also show Mulani like surfing on actual water, so it's possible you could go swim underwater there. Although technically it wouldn't make sense. It's like the whole like premise of Fontaine. The reason why we can like swim forever and we have that blue. Oh wait, shit! This is where the crystals are. Um, the fact that they have the blue stamina gauge that doesn't kill you when it drains out, was only possible because of Fontaine. So it's like it just wouldn't make sense if we could go underwater and swim underwater, because like they kind of made it seem like the only reason we can do that is because we resonated with. Actually, I mean, you could argue that we resonated with Fontaine, so now we can do it forever, no matter where. But they made it seem like it was a Fontainian thing specifically, like maybe. Yeah, like they shown people diving into the lava and they die. Like it just drains your health super quick. So it's very unlikely. But they did actually show water, so maybe they'll have a little bit of underwater. We'll see. And the music is just so peaceful too. I mean, you need a place down where it's wetter, down where it's better, under the sea. Nah, I don't care that much. But yeah, like it's just so peaceful. Because I'm gonna farm these and then because I need a bunch of them. Like for instance, like if I want to crown Clarind, I need. Uh, oh yeah, I heard something. Like, oh, okay. So I got enough of those. Now I can finally do this. So now I can finally triple crown Clarind, but Navia still needs a few things as well. I think I only crowned her skill. But I kind of want to. I like Navia, so I kind of want to crown her. You know what I'm really disappointed about? I'm really really sad that they didn't add a skin for Navia with the crown. Like I want her to have her peach crown. It would be even be fine. It'd be funny if they gave her the crown and mustache. That'd be funny. Like they already have the character model. I really want to replace her hat with the crown. And I just farming these guys. I need a lot more. Yeah, like when she first appeared with a mustache, that was funny. But then like she took off the mustache but kept the crown. But then when you actually have to use her, yeah, well, they do have a cadence, so they release skins every 6 months. Like that's just how it is. Although technically it kind of has been 6 months, so maybe that's why we're getting an Amber skin. Amber is going to be the 4-star skin, and we're going to get. Actually, wait, no, did we get a new skin recently? No, we got Nilo. Yeah, we had we had Nilo and Kirara. That was it. And like Navia's change wasn't really a huge change. It was just like the crown. But yeah, like that would have been nice if they just gave that away as well. They were just like, yeah, screw it. Like, here you go. When she changed her clothes back to normal, if she had done something like, oh, I'm done for now, here you go, and like gave it to us, and then like gave us an item that we could then, yeah, like they just, because it's not a huge change. It's a similar change like they already gave to Amber. Oh, wait, yeah. And they already have the thing in place. Like it's already in the game. So like it would take them no effort to do it. So I was a little sad. Now I'm glad we still got our Kira and Nilo, because those look really nice. Those look very different. But yeah, it would be kind of nice if they were just like, yeah, screw it, you can get Navia's crown. They even have the Echo system. They could just make it an Echo. Although I don't really want it to be an Echo. I'd rather them just... I mean, it is effort. It does take effort to actually... Because like it is... you are 3D modeling a crown. You are 3D modeling a mustache. Now, is it as much effort as like an actual outfit? No, of course not. Like, yeah, like it... Like maybe they're saving... Like, well, I guess we're getting the 5-star selector, but I was like, maybe they were saving it for the anniversary. But... yeah, like obviously now would have been the perfect time to do it when the summer event's still going on, and like the completion of the summer event gave you that. Like that would have been cool. I can also see it like maybe they will just throw it like, oh cool, the summer event's going away. Okay, like uh, I don't know. Actually, I'm really torn because my like I could go Jean, but she's already C2. And that buff is super, super useful. And this is just not helpful that much. I mean, it's her burst, so that's cool, I guess. Um, and this is kind of okay. It's not super helpful because, like, she doesn't really need Animo resistance because she's not there for Animo damage. Like, that's another one where it's just kind of weird, right? Like, this one, increasing the damage of a healer's abilities, increasing the damage of a healer's abilities. Like, C2 and C6 are the ones that are, like, ridiculously good for support gene. The base 5-stars have some weird constellations for, like, the supports. Because they would be a mix of damage and support, which is, like, why? They're support. Like, Mona also. Like, Mona has these weird, like, damage ones, where it's, like, it's not about her personal damage, it's about her setting up damage. But I actually have a C6 Mona. And a C6 Diluc. So obviously I'm not going to pick either one of them. And an interesting aside, this C6 Diluc has, Pyro set, 2600 attack, 46% crit rate, 138 crit damage. Not amazingly good. Like obviously you can get a better crit damage ratio. But still, obviously he's built, right? I've literally never used him. Ever. He has a level 90 Wolf's Gravestone. Never used him. Never put him in a team. Never actually used him. I've used Klee more than I've used Diluc. Because I got Diluc super late, like obviously losing a 50-50, and I just kept getting him. And interestingly enough, despite, Chi-Chi being the meme, I think Chi-Chi is the standard banner 5-star I have the least of. She's just C1. Tignari, I have C1 Tignari, but like I got him from the standard banner. I got both these Tignaris from getting them on the standard banner. So like I've gotten as many Tignaris as I've gotten Chi-Chis from the standard banner, and Chi-Chi I got like within the first week of the game. And I think my Kaching is pretty far along too. I don't know I think it might be C6 or C5. So I could do this, right? Like I could go C6, make Kaching even better. I could. But like it seems like a waste because I'll probably get a Kaching at some point, and then and what sucks so much donkey balls is that when you lose your 50/50 and you get a standard banner character that you have max constellations on, you just get 25 stellar. You get 25 of the stellar starglit or whatever, which you can trade for 5 wishes. So it's like, hey, you wasted 90. You wasted 70 to 90 wishes. So it's like, yeah, I don't want to. So C6, obviously, C6 is great for people. So it's like, it'd be great to get it. But then if I lose my 50/50 and get Kaching, then I'm screwed. Because I'll get absolutely screwed. So it's like, of the standard banner file, and then of course, like, there's Tignari. I could get more Tignaris. I have a team for Tignari. I think I've kind of built Tignari a little bit. Where is he? Yeah, there he is. Well, actually, no, he's kind of shit built. Holy shit. 86% crit rate. God fucking damn. Okay, well, that's obviously... I mean... Yeah, but his attack is super low. I think... Yeah, Elemental Mastery. I have 4 artifacts. His attack is way too low. Oh, because I gave him Elemental Mastery Sands. That's why. God damn, look at that fucking hat. Mona's not super useful, though. Like, I don't even have a team that uses... Like, Diluc is strong. Diluc's not terrible. Oh, you mean in Dignari? Yeah, I built him. I just haven't used him. I'm just saying his attack is low. Like, a 1200 attack is pretty low because I went Elemental Mastery Sands. Obviously, I could swap to. Yeah, Mona's a good applicator. If you don't have a Fiorina or a Yelan or Xingqiu, she's a decent support. She's good with Thrilling Tales of the Dragon Slayer. Her skill is a taunt. This little guy is a taunt. I would just say, if you're going to use her, if you're going to have her on a team and actually use her, if you have Ayaka and you like her dashes, if you like how Ayaka moves, like her. Oh no, it's the buff book. It's the 3-star buff book, where it just gives it's a Thrilling Tales of the Dragon Slayer. It's a pretty good book that is used for like support characters. Yeah, yeah. It's because she's not really there for her damage. She's there for Hydra applications. Like, even her Noblesse Oblige is also a 4-piece full boost set. It's about her. It's this that just has shitloads of damage, so you can get huge damage per screenshots because her burst has a weird interaction where you can get ridiculously high values with that. And then this is, yeah, so she's mostly a support. And that's the kind of like crazy thing, is that her constellations, like, this is good because this increases the reaction damage, but this is this is a personal damage. This is this is a support, personal damage, support, personal damage. Like, it's crazy. Like, she's a support. Her best things are for support, but then most of her, like, more than half of her constellations are for personal, or half of her constellations are for personal damage, which is like, it's so weird. Like, it's fine for like Diluc and Kaching because all of their things are for attack, and that's fine because that's what they're there for. Like, they are attackers. They're there for DPS. So having all attack, like, you get some weird. The early characters had some weird constellations where it's like they didn't know whether they're going to be support or not, so they just like, or they tried to like make them a jack of all trades. We're like, oh cool, give them these constellations to improve their damage, but it's like, well, they're support. Like, who cares about their damage? I don't need Venti to fire an extra arrows when he does his charge shot, because Venti's never going to do his charge shot. Venti's there to use his skill, use his burst, and get the hell out. Yeah, I mean, these are like characters they had way, way, way back when. Like when they had the betas, like a year or two before. Like these characters already existed then, so it's like, yeah, I guess it's a remnant of what it was. And yeah, then they learned, and like they had some weird scaling too. Like Jin Yang had problems because she was a dual scaler, but they didn't do it right. Like she scaled off. Oh yeah, yeah. It's because her skill, which creates a shield, is based on defense, but her burst is based off attack. And it's just like, well, shit. So either you go max defense for a good shield, and her burst sucks, or you try to split it, and both of them kind of suck, or you go for most damage, but then her shield like loses most of its utility. So it's like it's kind of like, and like Chiori, they did an amazing job, and like same for Albedo too. Albedo was another one who got kind of screwed as well. Is that he also is a dual scaler, and they don't do it right. So you have to either decide, hey, do you want Albedo to do a lot of damage with his burst, or do you want him to do a lot of damage with his skill? Because his skill scales off defense, his burst scales off attack. Now, his constellation, if you get him to C2, will allow him to boost his burst by a percentage of his defense. So now it's fine to scale purely on a defense. But it still kind of sucks. And if you don't have any constellations, it still blows. And his like best weapon is this event 4-star, which not everyone has. So yeah. So I obviously went mostly defense. And then they learned, and then they made Chiori, where they're just like, nope, she actually scales off both properly, attack and defense. That's how you do it. Oh yeah, and like Noelle too. I mean, Noelle not really, kinda, not really. Like obviously her skill, her shield is based off defense. It sucks that the duration is so shit and CD is so long, and her burst scales off attack, but you do get a bonus based off her defense. And then when you get her to C6, you get even more. Uh, you get even more because it supplements her. Not only do you get a portion of her damage added to her attack for her burst during her burst, but you also get her attack just flat out increased as well. So, but yeah, so there was a few characters they did some weird split scaling, and then they stopped. They didn't really do it that much. Noelle is actually surprisingly good. Noelle actually got people are liking her more. She's really good with Furina, surprisingly enough, because when you do her skill and her burst together, so essentially when you have her shield up, you have a 60. Oh, I thought it was 50%. Oh, you have a 60% chance of healing. So with her shield up, I think anyone. Okay, when Noelle has the shield up and is on the field and she attacks an enemy, she has a 60% chance of healing the entire party, which is great because Furina really benefits from having characters that can heal the entire party. So you can quickly get Furina's stacks. And with her burst active, it makes it so that 60% chance becomes 100% when she's Constellation 2. 1. Yeah, you just need her C1. And at C1... Anyway, the point is, though, like, when you stack her for defense, like, what I have her with defense, like, my Ningguang, like, 3 or 4 hits... Yeah, 3 or 4 hits with her shield and burst active fully heals Ningguang. Like, she can very quickly heal the entire party with both of them active. Uh, that's simple because I gave her those artifacts before the clam existed, so she's just had them forever. And so they were like, it was when I was farming Viridescent Venerer, and I just kept getting these stupid pieces, and because they're all defense percent, I was like, oh, okay, that's good enough. Like, I keep getting all this dog shit, so I might as well. I could. because these aren't really that amazing. I mean, energy recharge is not terrible. Having 160 energy recharge is really helpful to keep her burst up. And the fact is that this also heals her. Like, this also, when she does her skill or burst, which she absolutely 100% needs to do her healing, it increases healing by healing party members anyway. So it just works well for her. I forget what was the. I don't. And personally, I'm not impressed by the clam. Like, I have Kokomi has clam, and it feels like crap. It doesn't feel like it hits. It doesn't. It feels like the damage is not like great for this. Like, it just feels like maybe if the overheal counts for all party members, then a character that can heal all party members simultaneously, maybe that will do more damage. I'm not sure, but like, obviously it came out when Kokomi came out, and I was farming it also for Albedo. I think that's why. I mean, it came out when she came out, so obviously that's what you think. And now we just got a better set with. Realistically, that's kind of what I should be farming, but like, there's so many other characters that. Yeah, I mean, that seems pretty cool. But I'm so far behind on all that shit to. Cause I really want my MLE to be good, and now I I don't know how much I'll be. Shit. I think it's just easy. Also, like, it is a relatively new set. Like, it came out when Navia came out, and Navia's came out like what, 2 patches ago. So you're because like the whole point is that this Ningguang's artifact set, the recommended sets, um, is like by player data, right? It's so has everyone's had Ningguang essentially since like the beginning of the game. So these are the only sets that existed for the longest time, and no one's gonna go out and farm and be like, oh, I'm gonna pick my Ningguang. I'm gonna refarm my Ningguang set. Like, no, of course not. Like, if you're gonna farm that set, you're gonna give it to Navia. Yeah, so people aren't just going to change it. And then, like, that's assuming that they like Ningguang. Like, some people might have built Ningguang and just, like, leave her alone. Be like, okay, I've built her. Now I'm going to move on to the next new character or whatever, and they leave her behind. And they don't go thinking, oh, should I get this character, or should I get that? Well, I mean, I don't think it's messed up, because it is technically what. It's not. It's recommended because that's what people have. It's not recommending them saying, "Hey, this is the best set." They're just saying, "This is probably the best set because this is." Or it's not even. It's not even saying. Like, I mean, it does say recommended, obviously. Like, its wording is recommended, but like, this is telling you what other players are using, which is like, okay, well, that's what other players are using. Like, if other players are using it, it must be right, right?
紅に染まって散りなさい。やっはっへっ
創世の術やっ
But yeah, like, what I just like is, see how, I don't know how that curved. Weird. I'm surprised at that. But yeah, like, the problem is with Ningguang, when you're shooting her, when you have to, like, you can't, like, button mash. So you actually have to go slowly, because if you go too quickly, like, if I'm button mashing, it only goes off every, like, second. But I'm, like, pushing the button, like, 5 times at once. Like, I'm pushing the button, like, 5 to 10 times a second, and it's only shooting once. So the problem I've had is that sometimes I'm hitting the button, I'm just like, wanting to continue my shots. But I think, oh, okay, well, I've hit the button. Now I'll stop, right? Like I've done all the shots I need. I've already pressed the button for the next shot, so I stop, and then she doesn't do the shot because I hit the button too soon after her previous one. So like I've had that happen. So some of it is a little bit of sluggish, and then also her charge shot. Her charge shot just like takes a long time to wind up, and if you like dodge in the middle of it, like oh shit, I'm about to be hit. You'll oftentimes not even shoot it. So it can get tough. I think she feels a little sluggish. So I kind of wish it was a little faster, or the button felt a little more responsive. Like if there wasn't, it's like there's a half-second delay where you just can't hit a button. Like, or there's a half-second delay where if you hit a button, it doesn't matter. You have to wait until after that half-second is done before it'll recognize another button press to continue her attacks, which sucks when you're in the heat of things and you're just like, oh shit, I gotta keep going. And then it's like, nope, sorry, we didn't register that button hit because, you did it too soon after she did her last shot. Let's get you again. I prefer Yanfei simply because her aim is better. I like the fact that Yanfei's shots shoot straight and forward. Like that just is so much more convenient. Because like the one kind of some of the bigger complaints I had about Klee is that her range feels so short that you feel like you're constantly like sprinting towards the enemy so that you can keep them within range, especially if you're using charge shots, which have an even shorter range. Like if you're just throwing bombs, okay, sure, like you can throw a bomb maybe like 5 feet away, but the charge shot only hits within like 3 feet of Klee. So if you're trying to like hit something, you have to constantly be like running around and running towards them, which drains your stamina. And the fact that charge shot also drains your stamina, it's just stamina management is a pain, and aiming and keeping enemies close is a pain. And then for the fact that you have to keep enemies close, yeah, like she just smacked around a lot. Her bomb throwing takes a little time too. She's kind of like Ningguang. I think Catalyst users in general seem to have a kind of have a slight delay whenever they're doing their attacks. Like there's a wind up or something like that, just like where they could get smacked and screwed. And so Yanfei doesn't have that as much, or at least Yanfei has the range where she'll just shoot out forward. Yeah, I mean it's the kind of thing where it was fine with Venti. Like Venti would throw them up, and then Klee could throw her bombs in there. So it's yeah, as long as Venti's grouping up. I think they even noticed like I think Venti's burst doesn't suck up Klee's little mini bombs. Like they found that out. Like they throw Klee's mini bombs on the ground, and Venti's burst wouldn't suck them up. It was funny. But yeah, like if you had a shielder, if you have her at the shielder, so she can stay and doesn't. I mean, the thing is, even if you have a shielder to deal with her knockback, the problem is her range is just kind of sucky, and you have to keep running to keep enemies close. And a little too close. Whereas Yanfei just shoots forward, which is fine. Her skill is a nice. I could have sworn I saw. There was one Animo user that couldn't suck Klee's bombs in. Like they had it out, and it didn't work. Like they did their skill or their burst or something, and it didn't like move them at all. Maybe. I thought it was someone else. I thought it was an Animo user that actually needed to. Like I thought it was an Animo user that actually grouped enemies. Yeah, but then I have to change my party comps and actually use it. Plus his burst is. What is this? Oh yeah, I forgot. I have my ticket for the day. Oh yeah, that was the shop, the ticket shop, not the lunch thing. Yeah, it's like the half-second delay between her normal attacks, and then just the second, maybe second and a half it takes to charge that. In the heat of things, it's tough, especially because like she's so like squishy. So you want to keep dodging, and if you dodge now, you need them to your charge attack, and you need to at least get off your charge attack because that's the whole point. Is you do her burst, and then you do her charge attack to shoot the 7 jades. So it's like, yeah, you either get a shielder, which would be fine. Yeah, I mean, I haven't, and that's the thing is I could use Noelle's shield, but the problem is I need Noelle's shield up for her burst, and her skill, the cooldown for her shield is such shit. Let's see. I mean, it's been a long time, but I do remember seeing like someone like throw Klee's bombs. And I mean her mini bombs, the little bomblets that you get from her skill. Um, Not her like these bombs. I knew there was like someone. I forget who it was. I could, but the problem is I already have Zhongli. Like obviously Zhongli is such a good shielder, but like he's too good, so I don't want to use him. And I use him in this team, so I'm just like, I want to do my Mono Geo team. I could. I think I probably will. It seems like there's a really good potential for Dea, Emily, Nahida, and Mulani, and that would be a good Natlan exploration team. And Dea, Emily, and Nahida can keep up the burning, and then Mulani will do it. But yeah, you could have the Bomblet squad. You could have Aloy and Klee both throwing the little skills. I thought this might work. This actually, but yeah, this is mostly a collection of characters that might be okay. Because Beto and this will cause superconduct, meaning the normal attacks will hit harder. Unless they're cryo-infused. But either way. And this is the only team I use Beto in, so I thought, I'll give her a shot. Same for Sucrose. I like Sucrose. She's a cute character, but I just don't use her. Because like Kazuha is just better. Kazuha is easier to use, and show you guys Hilichurl Island too. Actually, I'll show you Hilichurl Island from a distance first. There's Hilichurl Island. Hilichurl Sanctuary. And there's my windmills. I have my little hut for the chief. The chief of the Hilichurls. Yeah, I spent a lot of time on this. Got a lot of little boars. I'm actually pretty excited too about. I did at one point, but then they introduced more furniture sets, so I didn't. So I need to go into an empty teapot and like start crafting start placing all the extra furniture sets they added for the primos, but. At one point, I did do that. I did make up the furniture sets, invite everybody to get the primos for each one of them, but then they added more and I forgot. And like I didn't have the materials for it, so I was like, wait until I stocked up. I have a little fence around the entire enclosure. Oh yeah, I heard they're increasing the item cap, which is like for this island is fine. Like I think this is a pretty good Hilichurl camp. Like I have everything I need. I have a fence around the entire thing. I have like outposts and stuff. I have my little boars and stuff. Oh no, I'm talking about I was thinking about just the capacity cap. Because like what really sucks, especially in the early teapot realms, is they made the islands just the plots of land just so humongous, like way too big. Like this is at capacity, and look how much fucking empty space there is. Like way too much space, but it's at capacity. Like if I go in here, well, it's yellow, but if I try to add anything, it'll fuck up. It's just like the actual. Uh, there we go. Oh yeah, here we go. That's the actual space you get is just like what, and like it was cool because they allowed if you have duplicates of items, it costs less load. But yeah, then they were like, yeah, cool. Like, oh, awesome! Now I can actually fill in the shit. I could add like more paths and stuff. And like yeah, that was my Hilichurl. So it's pretty good, but like it's pretty good. Like I don't really need much. It's like it's all I really need. That's all I can fit. And this one, I just kind of fucked about. I didn't do much. I just put a bunch of plants. I put my things up, then put some plants down, and that was it. It was this one, this conch court, which like was also terrible. So I created this like little beachfront like villa where it's like, oh, this looks so nice. It has so many buildings, has some shit, has a little beachfront shit. Have my the pond where I put my fish in. Have a little courtyard over here. And then this is it. As you can see, load is red. I have literally no space at all. And I have so much space in this place. Like, it's just crazy how little. And they did it better. Like in other zones, essentially all the other teapots afterwards, they reduced the amount of space to place things, which is better. Because like it was already too big anyway. Like this is humongous. Like what the fuck am I gonna do with this? And this is how big it was when the load limit was even worse. Where you didn't get reductions because of duplicates and stuff. So yeah, now I can actually like complete. Look, you got another boar. But yeah, I haven't really done much. I did the bare minimum, so I went in and I got the nice. I did the I made sure to dump enough shit in the other two to get the 20,000 because there was I think an achievement or some sort of bonus that you get if you have 3 at 20,000 or above. Not really. Like because I buy because like there's no real rush for that shit. So like each week I buy transient resin and all the heroes. Yeah. I get max. Where's that? Is that what it was? No, you just need 1 at 20,000. But yeah, there's an achievement if you got 3 of them. So I did that for the achievement. Oh yeah, because for the name card, I think the name card gave you. You have to get the name to teapot name card. You needed that, so that's why I did it. But yeah, for like the currency, I'll be able to get it. Like I have everything. Like all the blueprints, I have all the blueprints. So I have like all that shit. If you look at my furniture, I've crafted 6 of literally everything. Every single one of these things, I have 6 of, or 6 or more. Some of them I made more. Like for this stuff, I'm going to need more because like these are stones and stuff. Like yeah, sure, you want a path. Paths need more. But, like it's either 6 or more of everything. So I've made a lot of shit. So I'm pretty much all set. And so, like, and obviously they're going to add more stuff. They're going to add more formulas and stuff. And I'll just craft the new stuff. Like, Fontaine came out. Fontaine added new shit. It took me a while to catch up. And I was doing this back in the day when the daily limit was 6 furnishings a day. Now that they've increased it so that you can produce 10, you can make 5 furnishings a day, or 10. I mean, you can produce 10 a day. It's super easy. Like, I'm not too worried. But yeah, I do like the. These 3 were just really good. Like I really like all of them. It's just that I like my Hilitro Island a lot. So it's like, yeah, but it's just so pretty. But as you can see, like the actual available space is not really that much. So they really learned their lesson. They're like, yeah, let's not go crazy with this. Let's give you enough space, but not so much because we're just not going to give you enough load to fill it up anyway. So this one actually is kind of big, but it's understandable. It's a beach, so you might not need to put as much shit down. You know, you can put just like buildings over here, stuff like that. That is very pretty. So I'm actually really curious what the Natlan teapot's going to be. Because, like, okay, obviously this looks very Inazuma-ish. And this, like, holy shit, this is, like, very pretty. Very Jack and the Beanstalk-esque. And the fact that this is up in a thing is, I thought was really cool as well. But this is the kind of thing where it's like you get it, but I didn't have like all the Sumerian like furnishings. Oh, thank you for stopping on by. Had a lot of fun chatting with you. Thinking actually I'll probably log out as well because it's getting late for me as well. And like this being underwater is just like amazing. I really like the Fontanian architecture. This is very pretty. Bye bye. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess yeah. I guess all of them have 4 spots. But yeah. And maybe at some point, if I get super bored, I'll come in and actually like decorate these 3. I was kind of waiting until I made like all the stuff. It made all the furnishing items for them, and I kind of do have them now, so I could do it, but. But just yeah, I just gotta get in the mood. And if I feel like it, if I have a vision for what I want to do, then I'll do it. But I can't really think of anything. It's probably be the thing. Like once I start doing it, then I'll get like absorbed into it, and forget and like lose track of the time and stuff. But there's like other games to play and stuff, so it's like it's hard to find the time for it. But I'm going to go ahead and call it here. Had a lot of fun shooting the shit, doing my Imaginarium theater, getting my Ningguang her little effect. I definitely don't regret it. I do like that. I have been using Ningguang a lot, and it doesn't look as bad as I thought it would. She has enough yellow on her body that the ginkgo leaves still look good on her, even with her purple dress. So I'm glad you guys convinced me on it. I'll have to spend the next 2 months getting either Kiraras or Chi-Chis. We'll see. But I'm going to go ahead and call it a day. Thank you all for watching. I will see you all next time.